Delarite, my MVVs, welcome. Chaos in Akure as invaders storm Queen Naomi's church, destroy cars, left a pie trade over full moon ritual. They left pie trade over full moon ritual. And so now anybody who is somewhat saying that this has no connection with the people in that palace, this has got so much connection with the people in the palace, because why are they so worried about the full moon ritual? You are not the one conducting the full moon ritual. The full moon ritual has got absolutely nothing to do with you. And then you have these big problems with Naomi completing her full moon rituals. They say when they came in, they did not see Naomi. They went round, they went to the toilet, they went to the outside toilet, because you know that her place in Akure has become very big right now. Apparently, there were some people who own land around that area that were willing to sell to her so she can expand, because the church is growing by the day. It was just a small prayer ministry before she got married to the Oni of Ife. But you and I know what happens when a woman gets married to the Oni of Ife. Her influence increases, and people we are worshiping, we had a lot of people were coming. Nami is somebody that is so loved by people. A lot of people think that Nami attract people because of her beauty. No, she attract people because of her mannerism, her mental disposition, the way she takes people, and she is a very loving person. She's very calm and collected. People love her for that. And then again, she is the wife to the Oni of Ife. So while she was wife to the Oni of Ife, the church had already, blown up. Like, I mean, the church had already skyrocketed, okay, if I may use that. And so people started coming from all walks of life to worship there. And then again, she's got something like God has blessed her with, the gift of prophecy, the gift of healing, the gift of ministration. The gift, it's so much already embedded in her by God, and people love this, and people go to her. Individuals pray for Olori Naomi. People, I mean, they pray for Naomi to succeed. They pray for Naomi to, be strong, okay, no matter what she is going on, because they do know that what God has deposited in her is huge for healing, for deliverance, and all of that. So the place is very, very big. Now, they said when these invaders came in, they went through the toilet, they went to the other side. Okay, now during the crusade, okay, people are usually very many. So it's not everyone who can use the toilets that are inside the main auditorium. So they make sure the ones outside, very far out there in the fields, are well kept and everything, scenting really well and all of that, so people get to use those, okay? And it was at night, it was dark, so the generator was powering the main auditorium. But because it's not that kind of, like, it's not that big crusade where people had to use the entire field. The other part where those smaller toilets are all were a little dark. They suspected, okay, that Nami had run into one of those places and they went there. So what had happened, according to what people who were there said, they said that there was a woman, that there is a trail, okay, that leads people from the back of that Naomi's auditorium inside the church, okay? Now, usually when they have those kind of big programs, they used to open that small gate, okay, for people to be able to come rather than turning around and paying transport to come. So at that time where these invaders came into the auditorium, some people were still coming from that trail. Some people go, when it comes to these night programs, a lot of people go very late, right? So people were still coming from that trail. But apparently, because it looks like one or two people were still coming from that road, okay? And when they heard, where is she? Where is she? Pa, 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 shots and all of that, I think they started running back. So these men had initially thought that it was Naomi trying to make an escape, and now they started running towards that place. Apparently, they didn't even see anyone, because these people saw them fast and ran faster than they ran, okay? Now, when these people saw them, they ran inside, went back. Okay. Now it's like they were shouting, and people started coming back out from that village, that corner. People started coming out. They were shouting, "Oh, they want to buy Olorio, they want to buy Olorio, they want to buy Olorio." They said people started coming out. So when these invaders went, getting to that small gate, they saw that people had already started coming out. There was alarm. They now came back inside again. What they did, they locked, used the key to lock that small gate so people cannot pass there and come, maybe to come and attack them or something. They locked the small gate and they came out. Ransack, they broke television, broke computers, broke, as in they just were scattering things, scattered books, scattered what do you call it? All these altars, this stuff by the altar that people pulpit ahead. They scattered pulpit. In fact, all those flower vases, flower pots. They scattered everything. There was so as in lot of destruction that these people caused when they came, because there were like 8 of them, eight. So now were they coming to carry her, or coming to just, as in, were they coming to carry her, or coming to just, they want to buy her? Because that one was not coming to frighten her like they have always done. If the information we are getting is true, that was not coming to frighten Olori Naomi like they have always done. This one, they meant something very, very, sinister. They came prepared. They came with their with their GUN. They came with knives, came with everything. Who are these people? What do they want with Olori now? Now you have gone, spiritually, you have done everything. You have not succeeded. Now you want to come physically to begin to attack this woman for doing what? For crying out loud. For doing what? For marrying a man that she lost. For marrying a man that will not let her go. For marrying a man that is saying, no matter what, I want to be with you. I love you. You're the one that I love. The reason why things are like this with me is because I am an Oba. I don't own myself anymore. These people make decisions, they force decisions on you. I have told you before, if you think that some of these things we are saying, lots of us are sugar coating them, go and watch Seven Doors. You will see what some of these Obas get to go through. It is not as easy as we think it is. No. If it was that easy, now tell me, why are these women there? He has shown that he's upset. He has shown that, like, even what do you call royal engagement and all of that, he prefers to go by himself. It's not like he does not want to go at all, but not like before again. Before he will pack all of them like sardine and be going up and down with them. And you have seen that all of that has changed. It might still happen tomorrow. It might still happen next tomorrow. By the time they will hold his throat, he will still do it. But you can see the handwriting clearly written on the wall. So what has Olori Naomi done? What? Right now, their biggest stress is the fact that they do know, because they know that the moment she steps, as in once she is reinstated, a lot of things will happen supernaturally. These women will go. Reverend Esther said nobody should worry them again. Iyanifa said they should worry. Kabiyesi should not bother about them. Now, if Elder said that he should carry them on top of basket on his head, he should carry them and go, no problem. That he should focus on one thing. Reinstating Naomi will heal everything. That most of them will go, they won't stay. Light and darkness cannot be together. And they know. These women have been going to places, they have told them, if you allow that woman come into the palace, it is over. There is nothing you can do about it. It is just over. That is why they will do everything to ensure that Olori Naomi doesn't come back. Even if it means looking for her to buy her. But they will never be able, they will buy themselves rather than touching Naomi. as long as God liveth. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.